Good day, welcome to Money Central. I am Wimo Glory, bringing to you this week's business highlights. MTN, Glo, Airtel, 9Mobile to undergo minimum financial stress tests, MCC. How to get up to 25 million naira loan from Nassau, MFB. Notorious Seplat leads opaque 500 billion naira related party transactions on NSE. Coronavirus can't stop Zenith. First, Access Bank directors from pocketing 14.89 billion naira dividends. NASD profit down 50% as transaction slumps. Threats to domestic bank stability remain minimal for now. CBN. What Dangote refinery can learn from mistakes made by NNPC refineries. Nursel MFB distributes 10.9 billion naira stimulus to 14,221 households SMEs. Senate commends Transcorp Gerugu Power for meeting performance targets. FAN raises passenger service charge 100% ahead airport reopening. MTN, Glo, Airtel, 9Mobile to undergo minimum financial stress tests, NCC. The Nigerian Communications Commission is set to roll out minimum financial health requirements for all licensed telecommunications operators as part of its move to push the Nigerian telecom sector into the next growth phase and eliminate distress in the sector. The NCC today unveiled a 5-year 2020 to 2024 strategic management plan called Aspire 2024 that will leverage the national digital economic policy and strategy as well as the new national broadband plan 2020 to 2025 roadmaps. How to get up to 25 million naira loan from Nassau MFB. The Central Bank of Nigeria recently introduced a stimulus package through the Nassau MFB to support households and macro, small and medium enterprises affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The coronavirus disease COVID-19 pandemic has led to unprecedented disruptions to global supply chains, sharp drop in global crude oil prices, turmoil in global stock and financial markets, massive cancellation of sporting and entertainment events, lockdown of large swath movements of persons in many countries, and intercontinental travel bans and restrictions across critical air routes across the world. Notorious Seplat lead opaque 500 billion naira related party transactions on NSE. In July of 2019, shareholders of Lafarge Africa listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange called for an investigation of related party transactions between Lafarge, Holcim, and directors of the company. While rare, such actions by owners of public companies are necessary to protect the interests of the majority. Coronavirus can't stop Zenith. First, Access Bank directors from pocketing 14.89 billion naira dividends. The directors of some Nigerians' largest banks, including Zenith, First and Access Bank, will take home a combined of 14.64 billion naira in final dividends, even as the economy reels from the fallout of the coronavirus pandemic. While the International Monetary Fund recently advised banks not to pay out dividends due to the economic impact of the pandemic, analysts told Money Central that most firms have decided not to cut back on already declared dividends for the 2019 financial year. NASD profit down 50% as transactions slumps. The NASD OTC Securities Exchange saw a 50% slide in pre-tax profit for the 2019 financial year as costs rose faster than revenues. Profit before tax for the full year of 2019 period fell to 36 million naira compared to 62 million naira in 2018, according to the results released over the weekend seen by Money Central. Threats to domestic bank stability remain minimal for now, CBN. Despite the ongoing fallout from the coronavirus pandemic, the threats to Nigeria's domestic banking system stability remain minimal for now, according to the Central Bank of Nigeria. Latest data revealed by the members of the CBN Monetary Policy Committee in their personal statement following the May 2020 meeting released by the CBN this week shows positive indicators for the banking system stability despite a deterioration in the macro environment. What Dangote Refinery can learn from mistakes made by the NNPC refineries. As Dangote's 650,000 barrel a day refinery starts production next year, these are mistakes that must be avoided to avert the precarious situation the country's three largest refineries have found themselves as they have become a perpetual liability to government and Nigerians. First, the three largest refineries in the country, Port Harcourt Refinery Company, Warri Refinery and Petrochemical Company, and Kaduna Petrochemical Refinery Company, are overstaffed and grossly inefficient. Narsol MEB distributes 10.9 billion naira stimulus to 14,221 households SMEs. The Nassau Microfinance Bank has managed to distribute up to 10.9 billion naira to support households in macro, small and medium enterprises affected by the COVID-19 pandemic as a part of the recently introduced a stimulus package introduced by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Over 14,331 beneficiaries have received 10.9 billion naira out of 50 billion naira targeted credit facility for households and SMEs. Senate commends Transcorp Gerugu Power for meeting performance targets. The Senate Committee on Power at the just concluded three-day investigative hearing on the power sector recovery plan submitted that only 2 of the 6 privatized GenCos, Transcorp Power and Gerugu Power, met the performance targets set by the Bureau of Public Enterprises. The chairman of the Senate Committee, Gabriel Suswam, said, "We have listened to presentations from government side and the operators, and we have seen that there is no alignment anywhere, and that is the problem." FAN raises passenger service charge 100% ahead airports reopening. Domestic and international air travel would cost more as the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria will on August 1st, 2020 begin the implementation of new passenger service charge. Increase from 1,000 naira to 2,000 naira for domestic flight operations and from $50 to $100 for international passengers. Yadudu noted that the authority recently notified the Minister of Aviation of its intention to commence the implementation effective August 1st, 2020, stressing that on several occasions they had engaged the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority and relevant stakeholders, which he said delayed the implementation from 2017 to date. For more exclusive business stories, check out our website moneycentral.com.ng.